Oh, what a shame.
This is the most ridiculous. We have to do it, come on! Do it!
Just think you win the whole game if this topples.
Hello, I've tried really hard not to film because I do have such a backlog of videos, and the video I'm currently editing is meant to go up in more than 3 months' time. So I'm like, right Raquel, need to tone it down a bit. And 2 weeks ago, I was getting through lots and lots of videos, editing almost every other day. And on the days I was editing, I'd edit usually more than one video. And then last week I just stopped completely, didn't edit a single video, I think. But then yesterday on my day off, I filmed, I think 2 or 3 videos. And now in my siesta, I've just finished editing a second video. I think that's gonna be it. I don't think I'm gonna do another one, although I might, because the next one's a fun one, but we'll see. But the reason I pulled out the camera today is, first of all, this is the longest siesta I think I've ever had, and I think I'm ever gonna have. We call a siesta like if you work a morning shift and then don't work until the evening. That middle bit then is called a siesta, that break. And usually you kind of finish work at 1ish, and sometimes you have lunch at the hotel and sometimes you don't. But either way, you don't usually leave earlier than 1:30, maybe 1:15, which means you usually get in around 1:45 to 2ish. And then usually you have to leave again by 4:15. So usually you only get about 2.5 hours. Today I got 4 full hours because the person who was meant to be bringing me home at 1 couldn't, which meant that the person I was working with had to drive me home, but she needed to get back on time for the afternoon activities. So we decided to cut one of the things that we were meant to do because we hadn't actually advertised it, and it was so dead at the hotel. That was the second thing I was going to say. I'll come back to that. But anyway, we decided to cut that. So we left at like 12:30, not even. No, it was early, it was like 12:15. Got in at 12:45. And today I'm getting a lift with people who work at the other hotel, and they don't start till a bit later, so they're only leaving at 4:45, which means a full 4-hour siesta, which never happens. And I'm very chuffed. And I'm especially chuffed because it was such a good morning. I had a feeling it would be based off the weather app, because it wasn't meant to rain, but it had rained all night, and it was meant to be cloudy all day, and not get any higher than 23 degrees. For the whole day, 23 degrees was the max. So I knew it was going to be a good day. And so the second thing I was going to say, or now we're on the third thing I suppose, is that on Thursday we had a massive departure and nowhere near as many arrivals because it was the 1st of September, so of course. And we've really noticed that since Thursday it's been a lot quieter. But today, Monday, is another departure day. And again, we had loads of departures and not as many arrivals. And the arrivals that do come in don't come in till a bit later. So when we went round the pool, there were literally, I think, 3 families and no one in the pool, which hasn't happened. I think even at the start of the season, it was busier than that. I don't think I've ever seen it this dead when the pool's open. But even at one point I went round to the other pools and there was no one, literally no one sat around them. So I was really worried for my game. I thought no one's gonna join, but I had 2 kids join, which was great. They were German and we tried our best to communicate. I can understand, a fair bit of German because Dutch, but I can't speak it. But luckily the adults were there as well to help. And it was a really good game. But my gosh, was it hard because I kept trying to think of different rounds to make it interesting. But when you've only got 2 players, you run through rounds really quickly. So I'd gone through all my standard ones and just started making up the most ridiculous ones. But it was very entertaining both for me and for the kids. And for the adults, I think. So yeah, it's been a good day. And I actually think it's going to be quite a nice week because I've got today, which I've halfway done. Tomorrow I've got my half day, so again, easy day. And the pirate show, which I love. Wednesday's team day, can't go wrong with that. Thursday's gonna be interesting. I've never worked a Thursday afternoon before, but whatever. Friday, I've also got a shorter day than usual. And then on Sunday, I'm rehearsing all day because we've got a new member of the team coming in because one of our cast members is leaving. So it's gonna be a cool week, I think. It's gonna be a fun one. And then next week my parents are here, which I'm super chuffed about. I'm very, very excited. I've currently got my mum's flight up because she's about to land in London in like the next 20 minutes or so. So I've been tracking it and I just can't believe she's on this side of the world. It's very exciting. Oh, I can actually see that they're descending now. That's so cool. Like it is dropping, both the speed and the height. That's so cool. Anyway, so that's my update. Oh, this is a long video, but that is my update for today and why I wanted to pick up the camera. Yay. Hello, I got in about 4 minutes ago and I genuinely think this might be the earliest I've got home all season. It was so dead. I'm fairly certain I spoke earlier about the day, but the evening was the quietest I think I've ever seen it, and it was so hard to get people engaged. But don't get me wrong, I'm so happy to be home and I have my half day tomorrow. Like, I feel really chill right now. Yay! I feel like I had something else to say as well, but I can't remember. Oh well, I'm happy. I finally remembered what else I was going to say yesterday. Yesterday really felt like the turning point for me in terms of feeling like it's the end. Like, I really suddenly feel like it's coming to the end and like there's no time left and like the season's just gone so quickly. Which honestly I don't mind. I think I'm ready for it to come to an end. That's not to say I haven't enjoyed it though. Also the weather is so much cooler today and I'm so happy. I am wearing like my warm trousers. They're so comfortable. I haven't worn them since the start of season. And I'm wearing my boots. And I think it's like 23 degrees, 22 degrees. And I would almost argue it is perfect if the breeze continues. This is one route I take home sometimes, and that's the view. Can't really complain. What are you up to, Mr. Frog?